Hello, welcome to the Everton News Daily, brought to you in association with the SofaScore app. Sean Dyche held his post-match press conference after the Manchester United match, which ended 2-0 to the hosts. The manager was asked for his thoughts on the game. This is what he had to say.
Unfortunately, I mean, you know, I've never been here, with all due respect to the squads I've had, and equally other squads and other teams that have been here. I don't remember many having that many chances, creating that many opportunities. I think we had like 45 quality entries into their box. I think they had 15 into ours, and we lose 2-0. Very frustrating, as you can imagine, and we've had a run of that where we've been performing correctly in so many ways. But the biggest stat you'll ever have is the one at the end of a game. You know, the scoreline's the one that's important, and that's the bit we're getting on the wrong side of it. We've got to continually work at it to change it.
There you go. The manager also shared his opinion on the Everton side's lack of goals. This is becoming a real problem now for the manager and for us as fans watching it. The Blues just find it really difficult to score goals, and the manager was asked whether he is now getting concerned about that.
No, I know what you mean. It can, yeah, because if you're not scoring, the defensive unit are like, well, we've got to keep a clean sheet to get something. So, yeah, I think there's I don't think it's a fact, but, yeah, I understand your train of thought. It can rub off on the defence thinking, well, you know, we've got to defend almost immaculately. But I think, on the other hand, I think the two penalties are soft. They are penalties, by the way, but, I mean, soft from our point of view, just not shuffling your feet enough. You know, dealing with the moment, which we've done very well. So it's a tough one for me. I'm not going to over-question the defensive side of the team because I think it's been strong this season. But the attacking side, I mean, you know, I just can't remember. I don't know what teams have come here and had that many efforts at goal and had that many chances. But we've got to. I spoke to the players afterwards. You've got to score. You've got to get hurt to score a goal sometimes, as Brian Clough used to say. You know, it can't all be glorious goals. You've got to get hurt. And that's what I'm not seeing. We're getting in some key areas, but the ones that are the awkward goals, the ones that are a challenge, the ones when you have to be hungry enough to get hurt to score a goal, that's got to change, because no surprise to you or me, when you get them ones right, as if by magic, you start scoring the nice ones, and that's the order it needs to be done in, because there's enough chance, enough things smashing across the box today in key areas. We just haven't got that devilment to go and find the moment that counts.
On the back of that, the manager was asked about Everton missing a killer instinct and why we're not taking the chances in the games. This is what he had to say on that matter.
Yeah, I mean, it's, I don't know. I mean, we've got 3 weeks now to try and bring some sense to it, speak to the players, of course. I mean, I must make it clear, there's no, I mean, I'm seeing a team that are committed. I'm seeing a team that are fit. They're working. The shape's good. The organisation, some of the football today I thought was very pleasing. And so it's really frustrating to not see that come to fruition with scoring more goals, because they're doing a lot right. And there's a good belief in the camp about what we're doing. But you've got to score goals to finish it all off, you know, and that's the key to it, is getting that mentality, that killer mentality, because we're getting in so many good areas with so much quality, and then not finding the moment that finishes it all off. And that game, they shouldn't have it. By the time the penalty comes around, we should be in front. It's simple as that. We should have dealt with our business last week against West Ham. We should have today. That doesn't mean you win, by the way. But as we all know, it changes the feel in the stadium. It changes the feel of the performance because everyone rises again. And goals often do change games, but we've got to score more. That's an absolute fact.
There you go. Manchester United have apparently made Jarrad Branthwaite their top summer transfer target. United are set to push ahead with the bid. Everton won at least £75 million for the young defender. United apparently are going to try and drive that down to the £50 million mark. Are you really? Well, then don't bother phoning. They're said to be monitoring Amadou Onana as well. Who writes these stories? And finally, James Vaughan has been appointed as Everton's new head of youth recruitment. Vaughan was previously Everton's loan manager, but it has been announced today that he's moving to a slightly different role. I think James Vaughan's overall goal is to become a sporting director at a higher club than what he started at Tranmere. He's obviously come from Tranmere as their sporting director into Everton as their loan manager, now going to be head of youth recruitment, and that is clearly a market in which Everton are trying to do better in. It's one we're going to have to operate in, really, given the financial situation at the football club. So good luck to James on his new role. And finally, because I'm aware it did say finally, and it wasn't finally, Everton's under-21 side beat Leicester City under-21 side at home on Friday night. They won 4-3 at the Big Help Stadium in Southport. 2 goals from Charlie Whittaker, a goal from Metcalf and another one from Reece Welsh give them that victory. And Everton under-18 side beat Leeds United 4-1 away on Saturday. A hat-trick from Kobe Aber gave Everton a important victory there. That's it for today's news. Make sure you give the video a like, subscribe if you haven't. If you want to join Toffee TV Premier, the link is in the description. The QR code is on the screen now. See you later.